Hi Sagittarius, this is How Love Tarot. Welcome. This is your November 2021 reading for money, career and finance. Right here I have your present position. What I have for you here is the King of Wands. I have the Judgment card. I have the Knight of Cups. I have the Six of Pentacles and the Four of Pentacles. Spirit, can you bring forward Sagittarius's present position in regards to money? What's going on? What's on their mind? And can you help me to bring forward the story to help them validate that this is their reading? What I have here, Sagittarius, is motivational, inspiring, theatrical, ambitious. Take a leadership role, step into the spotlight, public speaking, keep your eyes on the big picture, communicate your vision, don't be sensitive to criticism. Now, very interesting because I'm feeling, and even when I was drawing the cards, I'm feeling two different types of Sagittarius stories coming out here. So let me go through the first one right here, is that for some of you, you are going to be doing that. You're going to be taking on a more of a leadership role, and you're going to be, some of you are very driven by ambition. So there is some of you that are going to take on a leadership role, and that has to do with money. That has to do with going to the next stage of your career and what it is that you want to do. And for some of you, it's expanding your business. Now, for the grand majority of you, I don't feel that. What I feel for you is that other people want you to do that. So other people want you to take on a leadership role, or you've been in a leadership role and you have been in the forefront of whatever you're doing, whether that be business. This feels more like career rather than like a business thing. So those of you that can take it as career and employer, take that. If it's something else with business, change it as it applies. But the energy that I get coming forward is that this is somebody that gives you feedback. So this is like an employer that wants you to continue to take a leadership role, continue to strive higher, be more ambitious, step into the spotlight. They in many ways they admire what you bring to the table and your knowledge, and you're like, I don't want to do that. I'm tired. I just want to do my 8 hours, clock out and call it a day. So there's right here in the Judgment, what it feels like is, even though you love what you do or the work that you do, and for some of you it's just being kind of grateful for maybe the benefits you get from that position. So whatever it is, it does feel like you're happy in the field that you're in, you love what you do, but I do feel as if you're biding your time. I do feel like for quite a few of you, you're looking at freedom, you're looking at retirement, you're looking at working less hours, you're looking at it feels like you've been working hard for a really, really long time. Not that, that's not unique, right? We all have. But I'm talking about you. I'm talking about you working day and night. I'm talking about you just kind of being the monkey grinder and doing it for so long and kind of wanting your time and space and freedom. But in order for that to happen, in order for you to have the kind of freedom that you want, and let's say those of you that are facing early retirement or want early retirement, there's going to be, even though there's money coming in, there's now, what you're thinking about is the buffer. What you're thinking about is, what about the additional costs that are, like disposable income, right? So that's where you are. You're kind of making this decision for the most part, for many of you, where you want to do less, work less, have more freedom, have more time to enjoy your life. But that's going to cost you money. So the bit of a dilemma in, okay, yes, I know I can bring in retirement or some type of income, but it doesn't include the, you know, unforeseeable events. It doesn't include having a pad of cash to be able to have, you know, I don't know, take a random, you know, take holidays and things like that. You will be living a little bit tightly. Yes, you'll have the freedom, but you won't have as much disposable income, and that's what that feels like. But it feels like you're a bit fed up and tired, and you do really need a break. You want a break. You're seeking a break. Now, in the strength position, what we have for you is you're laying down your armor, you're putting down your shield, you're literally in the strength position. It looks like no more. It looks like you're making a very serious decision about having time to yourself, having time to enjoy what it is you want to enjoy. In the strength position, we have you making this decision over a long period of time. It's appropriate that you take your time and think about the consequences to what you are wanting to do. Yes, you're tired, but you're really kind of thinking, you know, yeah, it's not a matter of me having my own time. What do I do in that own time, right? So there's slow, you know, you've been thinking about this for a long time. The Chariot, you're not making any impulsive decisions, but here we have kind of two contradictory cards. We have you taking off your armor here, laying down your shield and saying, you know, I'm going to rest. And then we have you here in the strength position doing the complete opposite. And that is doing what you do best and working. So before I even get into the outcomes, it already feels like the compromise is part-time. And so you do reduce your hours, you do reduce your responsibility. You still have the ability to have money coming in. So for some of you, you take early retirement and you do your side hustle work, which looks like it's in the same industry, because here we've got armor where you've taken it off, and here we've got the armor on. So it's in the same industry. So it feels like it's a very, you know, I feel here, Sagittarius, that you're making the right decision. I feel here that you realize that, you know, you have to be able to handle unforeseeable events, and therefore you have to have the disposable income. And you're not happy. Your life is out of balance, is what it feels like. It's like you have to fight for balance. And having said that, we have the Two of Cups here. And this is partly what you're looking at. Now, this is where I was getting to stories again, is in this challenge position. So for some of you, it looks like, you know, if you're in a partnership of some sort, a marriage, that kind of thing, I don't know, maybe a business partnership, you haven't been in agreement with what should happen. And I feel like one of you is really not speaking up and saying the whole truth, because maybe one of you spends more money than the other, that kind of thing. And so in the challenge position, it's keeping the peace. So if you're in a relationship where there's a business partner, all these cards are in the reverse. We have the Emperor in the reverse, the King of Cups in the reverse, the Three of Pentacles in the reverse, and it starts off with the Two of Cups. And, you know, it shows that there are challenges on getting on the same page. Now, that's one storyline for those of you that are in a relationship or a business partnership that you have to consider in cutting down your responsibility and the amount of work that you do. But for the others of you where relationship is not an issue, what it feels like here is that for some of you that are single, or not married, it feels like you want to have a connection with somebody. It feels like you want to you've been focused so much on money, career, that kind of thing, business, or it at least takes up a lot of your energy because maybe you have children and there's been financial responsibilities in regards to family. But it feels here now that you want to have more balance in your life. And for some of you, that includes sharing time with your significant other. For those of you that don't have a significant other, it really does mean coming together with somebody to enjoy that downtime that you're going to create. Challenge is, for those of you that are single, is, the Emperor is in the reverse, the King of Cups is in the reverse, and the Three of Pentacles. So, if you're single, and you remember I was talking about that disposable income. If you're single and you're dating, or, you're in an early relationship or something like that, by giving up your, it's catch-22, because by giving up your job, maybe going into semi-retirement and a side hustle, you don't have the disposable income and the freedom to spend the time doing the things that you want to do if you're dating somebody. In a marriage, it's a little bit more different. Everything is very, very stable. But for those of you that are in the dating world, it shows that, one of the things that you want to do is travel. One of the things that you want to do is, find your better half and fall in love and kind of have that experience happen to you again. And it shows here that the challenge is if you do these things and cut down, it creates the time, but there's a money issue there. In the outcome, we have strength twice. I was kind of surprised when I saw this. You're very strong, Sagittarius. You've got a very good head on your shoulders. And it shows here that you're going to figure it out. We have personal power and assertiveness portrayed with kindness, compassion that brings about forgiveness, realizing that you're stronger than you knew. So again, here I see partnership. So there's where there's been conflict in kind of like trying to work with somebody. Then we have the Five of Pentacles in the reverse position. So where there may have been conflict, if you're in a partnership, and one person feeling like they're being abandoned in the situation or ignored, I feel like that all of that turns around. Both of you become very, very strong together. I do see a new beginning for you, Sagittarius. I do see that you've been thinking about this for so long, dreaming about this for so long. And there's a need to have more purposeful living in your life, more experiences that bring you happiness and joy. So in the outcome, I really see you being at peace with the decision that you make. And I do see you, for those of you that are single, I see you going, kind of being ready to enjoy your life, going after that single life, or kind of doing something to do with dating and or if you're dating and it's a new relationship, it's strengthening that bond with that person so you can make the kinds of decisions that you need to make without it affecting the dynamic of your relationship. Spirit, do you want to wrap this up for me? Money, career, and finances for November for Sagittarius. Spirit is making me feel here it's a good month, because where you've been kind of going back and forth, you're now making very decisive decisions. Some things are tying themselves up. You're thinking a lot about the future. You're thinking a lot about your time and how you spend your time. And you're thinking a lot about disposable income. Thinking, Sagittarius, you're thinking a lot. So this feels like a good month for you in taking control, finally, of making a decision. The indecision has been a little bit stressful for you because, it's kind of 6 of one, half a dozen of the other. And so I do feel like you get closer to a decision And the decision is, I mean, I saw it back here, didn't I? Which was working less hours, but still working as a side hustle for many of you. If your employer will not allow you to reduce hours, or if you're in a business, working that communication through with your business partner or partners and being able to pull back. And for some of you, it shows that it's temporary. For some of you, it shows that this is only for like a year. And then kind of deciding, you know, after you have the time and energy to decompress and have that time and space that you need to just relax and recover from burnout, I see you then making a final decision about what it is that you want to do with your time and your money and your energy. And I feel like that goes on for about a year. Sagittarius, that's your money, career and finance reading. I hope it helps, and I will speak to you soon.